नमस्कार, गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। आई एम सोनल गोयल। सो आज हम लाइव सेशन में बैरियर्स एंड बायर्स द स्टेटस ऑफ वुमेन एंड लीडरशिप डिस्कस करेंगे। बट हमारे जो होस्ट हैं फ्रॉम दी जज्बा फाउंडेशन, उनकी वेट करेंगे 2 मिनट। लेट हिम ज्वाइन।
Good
ओके ना?
evening, ma'am. It's really great to have and thanks for having this
या
session with Team DESPA. Uh, like we went through a lot of research work and found that you are doing explicit work in for the society, and our NGO's main focus is in that direction only. So we approached you for this session, and it's really our immense pleasure that you agreed for it. Thanks a lot for it. I would like to welcome you at first, but लग रहा है कि आज मुझसे ज़्यादा उतावले तो ये बादल हो रहे हैं because right now it's raining a lot here in Dehradun, and they seem the crowd seem more happy than me. Okay, so moving on to today's session. Yeah, moving on to today's session, barrier and bias, the status of women in today's society regarding leadership. So, ma'am, this topic is, I guess, very much related to each and every person of the society because everyone has a female in their house. Maybe it's their mother, it's their sister or someone, wife, etc. And they have some connection related to it. So it's going to make a big difference because most of the time it is said that behind every successful man there's a woman. So, ma'am, the question that I would like to ask you is that what do you think about gender bias, like in context to India, and what do you think how much prevalent it is right now in today's time in India?
So when we talk about gender bias, so that bias actually, from if we say from our the birth of a child or even before the birth of a child, so we have been hearing that there is a selective sex abortion of a fetus, and there are instances of female feticide. So when we're talking about that bias, so that bias is actually kind of in the mindset from the even time when the baby is born. So when the parents are trying to choose or be selective about the sex of any fetus, so that particularly shows the bias or the preference of a male child. And then when as we move forward as the child grows up, so then the kind of a bias between a male and female, I would say it is actually continuing maybe up to the death time. Of course, the kind of bias may be subjective in terms of the state, in terms of the society where the person is born, in terms of the socio-economic background of the parents, of the guardians. So that kind of variation would be there definitely. But what I mean to say is that the bias is existing from the initial, time, and it continues as the person is growing. So whether it is the family front or whether it is the work front, some kind of the bias is there. And of course, there are very positive kind of steps which have been taken at various levels, at various government level as well as at the level of civil society organizations. Lot of steps have been taken, but a lot more needs to be done especially in context of our country. Yeah.
Okay, and like if we talk about where does this came from, what are its roots, कहाँ से ये हुआ, like there are so many problems in our society regarding women. पहले से when we read about our history, we come to know that there were so many ill practices at that time. जैसे सती प्रथा हो गई, dowry system was there, बाल विवाह was there, and so many other stuff is also there. Like in context to our history, where did it originated from according to you, and is the situation getting better nowadays? What are your views about it?
Yeah, definitely. This origination can be we can trace back the origination to our history and even mythology, and the way we have seen so many crusaders or the social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwarchand Vidyasagar ji, who had taken up the cause for women emancipation in terms of, prohibition of dowry, then Sati Pratha elimination, and more creation of equality. And then, as we have seen, there were so many women leaders who came up during India's freedom struggle, whether it was Rani Lakshmi Bai or Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit ji. So we have women, at all kind of ages who have been influential or who have been kind of, making that impact in the society. But yes, of course, things are changing positively. And if we see one of the influential prime ministers of our country, Srimati Indira Gandhi ji, so like more than like 35 to 40 years ago, she had led the country in such a dynamic form, and she was kind of called as the Iron Lady. And when she became the prime minister and she ruled for so many years, and after that we have seen so many women leaders even in the present government. We have few ministers at the cabinet level. We have few ministers at each of the state governments level. We have had the vice president of India being a lady, Srimati Pratibha Patil ji. So what I mean to say is that there have been some kind of patriarchal dominated mindset. The patriarchal dominated society has been existing in India since very long time, since ages in fact. And this kind of mindset is now slowly opening up, and it is now changing in favor of women. Now, as a society, we are all understanding the importance of education of girls, bringing the girls forth in not only education but also in sports and other extracurricular activities, make the women and girls as financially independent, which is very important. If we want a progressive society, then the female especially should be financially independent. And this kind of a realization has come in our society, and that is why it is helping a lot. It is helping a lot for bringing that positive kind of an environment for development of our girls and women in India.
Okay, indeed, ma'am, the examples you've given are really relatable. You talked about Srimati Indira Gandhi. She was, of course, the Iron Lady, and the things which she did are really commendable. The way she connected with the audience, Indians, was really one of its kind. And when we talk about Western civilization as well, if you talk about Egypt, there was one queen named Cleopatra. The first name that hits my mind, talk about gender biasness, is Cleopatra. She was one of the ladies to whom the whole Egypt was bending down on their knees, just because the way she handled politics and all. And if we don't go to the West, in India also there is Rani Lakshmi Bai, which is indeed a great example. So like from the very beginning, there has been this imbalance between gender biasness and between the support of the ladies. Like they were coming out, but they were not getting that much of consideration from the society. Like in the later period, there was one lady called Gargi. She was explained in terms of politics. She had studied all the and all, yet we fail to acknowledge them in today's society. We don't acknowledge them as such. It's like they are somewhere lost in the pages of our history. So what do you think should be done to make those personalities alive again, a living entity again? If I talk about today's time, the only thing that I see is working are the serials, the TV serials that people used to watch. My mom used to watch a lot of TV, and there's lots of serials like Balika Vadhu is also there, and Barrister Babu. That one is my favorite because it talks about a young girl. She was, she was forced to do child marriage, and she was also facing Sati Pratha at that time. The story is kind of like that, but how the society should support it are there. So what do you think? Should steps like these should be taken by the Indian cinema or any other society? What are the basic steps that we people as an individual should take to acknowledge the things that the women has done in this history?
So, Aryan, before I, comment on the thing, first thing is कि I think आपके connection में there is some issue because there is some mismatch between the words and your video. Please check your connection once. Your voice and your video is not matching. One thing. Secondly, some of the viewers have given the comment कि मैम आप हिंदी में बोलिए. तो I'll try to speak in Hindi also. तो मैं मिक्सचर में बोलती हूँ. I'll talk in Hindi. ठीक है. तो अभी आर्यन ने मेरे से जो क्वेश्चन पूछा कि हमने like how do we kind of bring forth the women and उनको उनकी जो बारे में जो अच्छी बातें हैं वो सोसाइटी तक कैसे लेके जाएं. So one of the aspects, as you very rightly mentioned, is being the role is being played by cinema. So सिनेमा में चाहे हम फिल्म्स की बात करें, चाहे डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज की बात करें, चाहे हम टेलीविजन की बात करें, so of course they are playing very important role, and especially because they have a mass reach. So उसके थ्रू अगर कोई मैसेज if cinema wants to give, so it has a mass reach and the impact is very high. So that is definitely one part. As part of administration, I feel कि अगर हमें और ज़्यादा लोगों को उनको बताना है, अगर प्रॉपरली बताना है, तो उनके लिए हमें जो है मे बी हमें अपना जो कोर्स करिकुलम है, जो हमारा एजुकेशन जो स्कूल्स में जो कोर्स करिकुलम है, इवन कॉलेजेस में जो है, उसमें मोस्ट ऑफ द बोर्ड्स, आई मीन वेदर इट इज़ CBSE और वेदर इट इज़ ICSE या इवन उससे जो पहले की जो क्लासेस हैं, तो उसके अंदर मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर कवरिंग this aspect, so most of them are covering like our history, freedom struggle, the freedom fighters, और उसमें especially they would cover about the women who have done good. वो भी एक पार्ट है. दूसरा एक पार्ट ये है कि there are so many things which we as individuals or we as society can do. For example, if there is any community or an RWA, so they can organize some program on on the occasions, even monthly basis, like in government schools or even in private schools. The education department kind of mandates that they organize every Saturday or every second Saturday Balika Manch or some kind of a platform where the students are performing. So our request from administration side is that you select the themes which are relevant to the society, the themes which are relevant and which the youth of the nation should know. तो वो जो भी थीम्स, चाहे प्राइवेट स्कूल्स हो, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स हो, जो भी थीम किसी भी पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए, किसी भी सेलिब्रेशन के लिए लेते हैं, तो उसके लिए वो इसी तरीके की थीम लें. एंड ये जो एक सेंस ऑफ प्राइड है दैट वी टेक इन आवर वुमेन लीडरशिप, दैट शुड बी काइंड ऑफ इनकलकेटेड व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज़ वेरी यंग. जब बहुत छोटे से जब बच्चा स्कूल में जाना शुरू करता है, उसी टाइम से अगर उसकी माइंडसेट में ये बात, उसके अपब्रिंगिंग में ये बात अगर लेके आए हम, तो आई थिंक दैट वुड बी वेरी मच अप्रोप्रिएट. एंड इस तरीके की जो एक कलेक्टिव एफर्ट है फॉर रिमेम्बरिंग, रिकग्नाइजिंग, फेलिसिटेटिंग, हमारे एरियाज में भी ऐसे कई मेरिटोरियस बच्चे हैं जो अच्छा काम कर रहे होंगे, कई ऐसी मेरिटोरियस लड़कियां हैं जो स्पोर्ट्स में अच्छा उन्होंने अपना स्टेट लेवल पे मेडल लाया या इवन नेशनल लेवल पे लेके आए, या फॉर दैट मैटर डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे भी हो, तो उन बच्चों को आप एनकरेज कीजिए, फेलिसिटेट कीजिए. सो दे वुड बी काइंड ऑफ दे विल फील एम्पावर्ड, दे विल फील कॉन्फिडेंट, और आगे बढ़ने का उनके अंदर जो जोश और उत्साह आएगा वो उनको आगे बढ़ने में बहुत ज़्यादा मदद करेगा. तो आई थिंक ये जो एक सोसाइटी की तरफ से भी एफर्ट है वो भी करना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है.
Indeed, ma'am, that is the most important
Yes,
thing.
Aryan, you're next. Yeah.
And apart from that, there is one more thing which I want to know from you. What explains the gender distribution?
आपकी वॉइस नहीं क्लियर आ रही. आर्यन, your voice is not clear. I am not getting your clear voice, please.
Is it clear?
आपका क्वेश्चन नहीं मैं सुन
Ma'am, is
पाई.
it clear now?
Please
Okay,
please speak again.
Yeah, my question was that what explains the गैप दो वुमेन और मेन के बीच में लीडरशिप को लेकर जो गैप है दैट जब भी किसी क्वेश्चन आता है रिगार्डिंग लीडरशिप एक लीडर की जरूरत है तो व्हाई डू पीपल प्रेफर मैन मोर कंपेयर्ड टू वुमेन इसका क्या है आपके अकॉर्डिंग क्या वो जो हमारी पॉलिसीज हैं गवर्नमेंट की वो फैमिली और वर्क फ्रेंडली नहीं है वुमेन के लिए ये है या फिर जो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होता है दोनों के साथ क्या वो है या फिर लैक ऑफ मेंटर्स और सपोर्टर्स जो वुमेन को नहीं मिल रहे हैं आजकल वो है अकॉर्डिंग टू यू व्हाट इज द मेन रीजन बिहाइंड दिस गैप बिटवीन लीडरशिप
इसी आई थिंक जो आपका Was I audible in between? एक बार वो ऑफ करके ऑन करिए ये इसका कनेक्शन इंटरनेट का ये स्विच हाँ
ma'am did you got yeah you are audible now there's little bit echoing from your side
ओके ओके
okay
So
did
मैं
you got
जो बोल रही थी कि it is gap no so I think I really don't agree fully with your question so the gap in leadership ऐसा नहीं है that there is an inherent gap no it is not like that the only thing is that there are some kind of bias which which our topics also suggest that the bias and the barriers in leadership so that is to an extent but not fully ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी भी तरीके के रोल में there is a bias against women and people are preferring the men only it is not like that it is actually subjective and I mean it depends on what kind of profession and what kind of this kind ये जो है what kind of scenario we are talking about for example cooking में आज भी आप देख रहे हैं कि even though घर में I mean, most of the ladies are cooking, but in hotels, the big chefs are generally male. I mean, or the percentage of women in the hotel industry is still lesser as compared to the male counterpart, right? And similarly, if we talk about other kind of this like the armed forces. Yeah, so if we talk about armed forces or other kind of defense forces so there of course that percentage of women is very less so what I want to say is that कि inherent bias था पहले but अब इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा change आ रहा है धीरे धीरे and the thing is कि now women are actually excelling in all kind of platforms so whether it is defense forces whether it is private sector corporate sector whether it is your hotel industry or whether for that matter being in the civil services being in other kind of government services so हर प्लेटफॉर्म में हर सिनेरियो में हर तरीके की जो हमारी वर्क है उसमें विमेन लीडरशिप इंक्रीज हो रही है एंड ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ दिस बेसिकली रिफ्लेक्ट्स द माइंडसेट ऑफ द सोसाइटी हम लीडरशिप की जो बात करते हैं ये बेसिकली इट इज अ सबसेट ऑफ द वे सोसाइटी हैज बीन मूविंग फॉरवर्ड सो जो हमारी लीडरशिप की जो बात है अगर हम इसको करें तो ये एक पार्ट है हमारे ओवरऑल माइंडसेट का तो ये ओवरऑल माइंडसेट जब हमारा डेवलप हो रहा है व्हेन वी आर काइंड ऑफ accepting more and more women in leadership roles accepting more and more women coming forth in all kind of platforms so this kind of positivity in society that is enabling and it's a very positive change especially even metros में भी we are seeing कि so many now you are having working couples. So at the family front, even the male counterparts or the spouses are, taking care of the household, taking care of the kids. So that kind of responsibility even at home is being shared. So this is a kind of a change which is coming up in the society, which is very positive.
Okay, indeed, ma'am. Yeah, it was kind of confidential. Okay, before having this session, actually, I talked with some of the working women, those whom I know, they are exceptionally well. But वो जो मेरी उनके साथ बात हुई, I got to know. They told me that RN we can get that job easily, but हमारी जो असली problem है, it starts when we start working at that workplace. And they have told me a series of things that they get to hear at their workplace. And I was writing it down, and the list was so big, ma'am. I got myself confused कि क्या सच में इतनी बड़ी problem है? The things that they told me that they used to get, that they used to hear on daily basis from their male counterparts in their workplace. Say, for example, you are so pretty, people have a hard time taking you seriously, and I need you to plan the office birthday parties. Can you get the coffee? Or I never thought a woman would be interested in doing this job. Or I didn't think you would want that much responsibility. Or will your kids get in the way of your work? We have never hired a woman for this position before. Like you have a lot of problems in this particular thing. जब मैंने ये प्रॉब्लम सुनी, the first thing that came to my mind कि मैं आपसे क्या इसका आंसर मांगू, the first thing that struck my mind was an ad. I don't know, there's a shampoo, ट्रेसेमे है, पता नहीं क्या है. They usually say 5 problems, 1 solution. तो जो हमारी working ladies हैं, they have so many problems that they mentioned. So ma'am, according to you, what is the only solution, the one solution of all these problems that these women can impart in their life?
I think there is no one-stop solution because सबकी life अलग है. Everybody's life has a different kind of a canvas and a different paraphernalia. कोई दोनों working है कि किसी जगह में one spouse is working, the other is not working. किसी जगह में even females का responsibility work life में maybe bigger than the male counterpart. So when we're talking about, there was one aspect which you mentioned in your speech, which was key. There are some roles which are being felt that they should be manned by the males. So what I mean to say is that कि अगर इस तरीके के roles हैं society के अंदर, तो वो अगर इस तरीके का mindset अगर float कर रहा है कि वो male counterparts ही उन positions को हैंडल कर सकते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये एक वीकनेस भी है विमेन काउंटरपार्ट के लिए. बिकॉज वो एक वीकनेस इसलिए है बिकॉज द थिंग इज दैट समहाउ मे बी वी हैव नॉट बीन एबल टू पोर्ट्रे अस टू बी एज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, या फिर मैं इसको इस तरीके से रखूं कि शायद वो अपॉर्चुनिटी पहले मिली ही नहीं. वी कैन पुट इट लाइक दिस, that maybe we have never got that kind of response, that kind of exposure or that kind of opportunity to man that position, to be in that position. So I mean to say two aspects are there. एक तो बात ये है कि women also need to step out and they have to vouch कि हम ये काम करना चाहते हैं, हमें ये काम करना है. The second thing is कि when a lady or a woman is doing that, then of course the society also has to support her. क्योंकि अभी हमारा जो इंडिया में जो डेवलपमेंट का स्टेज है, वी आर इनटू अ ट्रांजिशन. सो ट्रांजिशन इज अकरिंग एट सोसाइटल लेवल टू अ लार्ज एक्सटेंट. तो ट्रांजिशन के अंदर इसको एक सपोर्टिव रोल में ले जाना है हमें. एंड द सेकेंड पार्ट व्हाट आई वांट टू से इज दैट when we are talking about one-stop solution, so as I earlier said that there is no one-stop solution. Everybody has to do that kind of hard work and struggle in his or her life. The life में that cakewalk one would, I think, never get. So that cakewalk इतना कि one has to create his or her own niche. So that has to be created. So I think कि it is, so whether it is male or whether it is a female, even sometimes we feel कि sometimes even I have seen कि even we are only generally criticizing कि जो if ladies are kind of working, male counterparts are not supporting. But एक और इसका counterpart भी है कि even I have seen some families where a male counterpart is working at a very high position, and the female, I mean, his wife is not as supportive as she should have been. So that kind of a work-life balance is needed to be maintained by both. So it is to be maintained by both male as well as the female counterpart. This is what I mean to say. And sometimes hum, being women, we take that plea कि we have so many things to so many things to shoulder the responsibility. But believe me, even for men, there are lot many things which they have to kind of take responsibility of for. So that kind of work-life balance needs to be maintained by both male and female. And I'm sure कि जो positive changes अभी society में हो रहे हैं, उसकी वजह से lot more positive things we would be seeing in the coming near future. Yeah.
Okay, indeed, ma'am. I'm sure there's a good society right now. And the next thing that I want to ask from you is that regarding all this gender biasness and barriers that women are facing in their work life, what can we do about it? Like, how can we do it? And I would also include a question to viewers that she is saying that she don't want to do a job, she wants to do a business, okay, but she's having problem with the funds. How can she arrange the funds? Economically the women are not strong. So what are the ways for those kind of women to, get a better place in their life?
So there are two aspects which we have touched upon. So the first aspect is that how to maintain that work-life balance. So that, as I have already said, that the priorities have to be set right, and that kind of prioritization कि किस टाइम पे आपको क्या करना है. Sometimes your work is more important, and sometimes your family needs to be taken care of much as a priority as compared to your office work. So इस तरीके का जो सिचुएशन है वो एज एन इंडिविजुअल one should decide. And the second thing is कि it is very important that the family supports you, because that for that work-life balance you need to have that family support. And if you are having that, I think nothing is difficult. And similarly, I would like to mention here that for having a very good work-life balance, you also should have a very kind of a positive mindset. So what I mean to say is that कि आपका जो भी चीज़ है जिससे आपको relaxation मिलता है, I mean your hobbies, that you should develop, and that you should try to devote some time whenever you are able to do. So whether it is exercise, whether it is sports, music, or any kind of thing, reading or writing, जो भी आपको जिस चीज़ से भी आपको खुशी मिलती है उसी चीज़ को आप कीजिए. And the second thing which you have mentioned or asked me is that there are many women who don't want to have a job but want to be entrepreneurs. Basically कुछ अपना खुद का business start करना है, and then they want to set up something on their own, and then to move further in life. So for them, I would like to say that it is very good if you try to be entrepreneur. It is a very positive step for that. उसमें one thing is important that if आपको अगर काम वैसे नहीं करना है, if you don't want to have a job and you are having some problem in finances, so there are various options available. Government के भी programs हैं which are kind of helping for obtaining the financial support अंडर मेक इन इंडिया, अंडर स्टार्टअप्स के लिए भी गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारे अभी इनिशिएटिव्स को प्रमोट कर रहा है. मिनिस्ट्रीज जो हैं डिफरेंट तरीके की स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज को प्रमोट कर रही हैं, मीडियम एंड स्मॉल स्केल एंटरप्राइजेस को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं. SHGs के थ्रू लाइवलीहुड प्रमोशन कर रही है रूरल डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्ट्री. सो इस तरीके की गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स बहुत सारे हैं. साथ ही साथ में ऑफ कोर्स the banking loan system is also quite robust in our country, और वो भी है, मतलब they also offer, they also have some schemes at their own level where they are promoting women entrepreneurs and offering them loans at a very cheaper rates of interest. So this thing I think is important, and एक बार थोड़ा सा पता करने की बात है किस तरीके का आप ट्रेड, किस तरीके का आप बिजनेस सेटअप करना चाहते हैं. एंड इट इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट कि आप ये भी आप पता करें कि उसमें बेस्ट काइंड ऑफ असिस्टेंस कौन प्रोवाइड कर सकता है. सो यू ट्राई टू अप्रोच दैट, एंड आई एम वेरी मच श्योर कि बहुत सारी इंडिया में इनफैक्ट लेडीज़ ने अपने लेवल पे भी नए नए इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं, एंड दे हैव टेकन हेल्प इवन फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट, एंड दे हैव बीन क्वाइट सक्सेसफुल in be successful entrepreneurs, and create more employment opportunities, and create more more entrepreneurs in the sense कि वो एक चेन है. एक महिला ने 10 महिलाओं को एम्प्लॉयमेंट दिया, उन 10 महिलाओं ने आगे बढ़ के फिर अपने साथ में और लोगों को जोड़ा और महिलाओं को जोड़ा. सो इस तरीके से एक चेन रिएक्शन है जो कि एक सोसाइटी में बिल्डअप हो रहा है. यस.
Indeed, ma'am. But ma'am, the only problem that I think here is कि जो rural women है, she is not aware of all these things. So what is the role of government that they need to play here to make, to create more awareness among more women so that they can do work on their own, they get to know about all these kind of schemes, Startup India, Skill India, so कुछ भी government ने start किया है.
So I have mentioned कि I have mentioned कि for rural women especially, Ministry of Rural Development, even Jal Shakti mission, even the other ministries, they have some special schemes for promoting women entrepreneurs. I am not able to recall the specific names of the scheme, but of course ये बहुत सारी ऐसी schemes हैं, and women उसका फ़ायदा भी उठा रही हैं. ऐसी बात नहीं है. People are taking benefit. Women are taking benefit out of that. एंड ये थोड़ा सा बात ये है कि अवेयरनेस जनरेशन एंड इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग की बात है, जो कि अभी काफ़ी लेवल पे गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से भी बहुत प्रयास हो रहे हैं कि ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग है ये बहुत अच्छे लेवल पे निचले स्तर तक जाए. आई मीन इट पर्कुलेट्स डाउन टू द लोएस्ट लेवल ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. So that kind of awareness building IC activities exercise is also being undertaken by the government, so that जो beneficiaries जिनको इसका लाभ मिलना चाहिए वो इसका benefit उठाने के लिए वो उठा पाए, इसके लिए भी गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से एफर्ट किए जा रहे हैं.
There's one more thing that I want to ask. Like we do on ground level regarding this, creating awareness amongst women, उनकी personal hygiene को लेकर हो गया, education को लेकर हो गया, या how they can work on their own and they can run their own family. But the main problem that we face is that there is not enough machinery available to help, because we need to get lots of volunteers. So as a NGO, what should we do to spread to greater parts of this particular society, so that जो भी person है, whosoever is in need, women हैं, we can help them out.
An NGO or a civil society organization are kind of existing in a paraphernalia. आप जहाँ पे ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, of course you will get to know कि how many people are around you, किसको ज़रूरत है, किस तरीके से आप कर सकते हैं. Of course the NGO or the civil society organization can approach the concerned local district authorities, the local subdivisional authorities, और उनसे भी मदद ले सकते हैं या अपने लेवल पे भी कर सकते हैं. And I have seen many organizations doing lot of good work at their own level. I mean, administration का भी साथ देते हैं. In fact, you know, COVID-19 pandemic has been such a scenario जिसमें many NGOs across the country have come forward and they have helped not only in feeding the poor, in helping in you know, transport of the migrant laborers, उनको खाना खिलाना, shelter home में राशन पहुंचाना. So all these things, you know, NGOs and civil society organizations are the public spirited citizens. उन्होंने अपने लेवल पे किया है. And जो गवर्नमेंट के जो एफर्ट थे, in fact all these things have been supplemented by these NGOs, which is very welcome step. So मेरा बोलने का मतलब ये है कि ये जितने भी सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, NGOs हैं, definitely they can you know, take these costs forward, approach the local district authorities, approach the local administration, and I'm very much sure that positive things will happen. Aryan, I think there are some live questions coming up during the session. I would request if we can have one or two from them, from the viewers. I have seen 2-3 people asking me about the civil services preparation, and because
the services as well, because I got lots of questions and I have written them down.
Because we would be winding session in another 20 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah. So if
Yes,
there are
ma'am.
any questions from the public, then we may take them. Yeah.
Yeah, we will come to civil services, but before that, regarding this particular topic, the last question that I want to ask you is that what do you think the next generation of women leaders will be like? Like, where do you see them in the next 10 years, women of India?
You know, it's a progressive society in which we are living at present in India. So that progressive society, अगर हम बोलें तो एक जो gender stereotypes हैं, you know, so the Indian women are breaking the gender stereotypes at all the levels, even at the workplace, at home front. So if you ask me about Indian women, you know, how do I foresee them down the 10 years? So I would basically put it like this, that India has been a traditionally patriarchal mindset driven society. So India has been a patriarchal driven society. The kind of changes because of education, the kind of changes in the society coming because of more women becoming financially independent are very welcome. Now, maybe 5 to 10 years down the line, I see women breaking all kind of gender stereotypes which are attached to them. For example, कि ये वाला प्रोफाइल एक लेडी हैंडल नहीं कर सकती है, ये वाला प्रोफाइल लीडरशिप रोल में एक वुमेन के पास नहीं होना चाहिए. So I think all those gender stereotypes would be kind of challenged by the women at all kind of workplaces. And I also, you know, feel that somehow that prioritization or that kind of balance in the society, that will definitely come sooner or later. अभी already हम लोग इसको मतलब attain करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. But maybe 10 years down the line, we would have a more balanced society. We would have a more, you know, gender parity. The gender disparity would be kind of reduced to much larger extent. We would have maybe lesser number of girls being, you know, subject to female feticide. We would have lesser number of girls being drop out. We would have lesser number of girls being deprived of basic education. So all these are the positive things जो हम एक फील्ड लेवल में देखने का हमारा ड्रीम है. और साथ ही साथ as the girl or as a woman is growing up in his or in her career, so she would be more confident, she would be more financially independent, and she would be rather taking care of the society, she would be rather taking care of her parents, of her family and the society and the people around. This is how I foresee women, you know, the women 10 years down the lane in Indian context. So all kind of workplaces, whether it is defense, whether it is civil services, whether it is media, whether it is cinema, whether it is judiciary, women to be at forefront in all the platforms. This is how we are forcing, whether it is politics for that matter. So all kind of platforms, हर जगह में हम ये देखेंगे कि लड़कियां, महिलाएं बहुत आगे आके अपने देश के लिए, अपने समाज के लिए बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम कर रही हैं और अपनी जिम्मेवारी निभा रही हैं.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. That is information for our viewers. And now coming to civil services, there are lots of questions coming from the viewers. One of them is that, ma'am, exam is approaching. There is lot of tussle in mind. What to revise, what to leave. I want to memorize. Like, please help. This is my second attempt. I have not crossed mains last year.
सिविल सर्विसेज के बारे में मैं 2 मिनट ब्रीफली जनरली बताना चाहूँगी. सो जनरली आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन दैट सिविल सर्विसेज प्रिपरेशन में एज वी ऑल नो, अगर हम यूपीएससी की बात करें तो 3 स्टेजेस होती हैं, प्रीलिम्स, मेंस एंड इंटरव्यू. ये जो 3 स्टेजेस हैं इसमें अराउंड 1 ईयर प्रिपरेशन से लेके आई मीन पूरा एग्जामिनेशन में लग जाता है. एंड इफ़ यू आस्क मी अबाउट प्रिपरेशन टाइम, सो मिनिमम 1 ईयर इज़ रिक्वायर्ड फॉर प्रिपरेशन फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज, राइट. तो ये जो हमारा जो टाइम है 1 साल का, इस साल में तो हमने एग्ज़ाम ही देना है, तो इससे एटलीस्ट 1 साल पहले तक हमें सिविल सर्विसेज की तैयारी शुरू कर देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि सिलेबस इतना ज़्यादा है. मेंस का सिलेबस और प्री का सिलेबस, कुछ टॉपिक्स तो मेंस और प्री में सेम है, बट देर आर मेनी टॉपिक्स विच आर एक्चुअली नॉट कॉमन. तो उसके लिए स्ट्रैटेजी ये रहनी चाहिए कि हम जो टॉपिक्स कॉमन है प्री और मेंस, उसकी पहले साथ तैयारी करें. सो एंड वी हैव आवर कंसेप्ट्स क्लियर. सो ये कंसेप्ट्स क्लियर हो, ये साथ में हम तैयारी करें. उसके साथ हम जनरल स्टडीज, जीके, करंट अफेयर्स, वो सब हम रिवाइज करते रहें, बिकॉज जीएस, जीके, करंट अफेयर्स तो वन हैज़ टू रीड एवरी डे, irrespective of where you are, what you are doing. So that has to be read every day. और इसके बाद जब हम आते हैं प्री के टाइम के आसपास, मे बी 1 or 2 months प्रायर टू व्हेन यू आर अपेयरिंग फॉर प्रीलिम्स, तो उस टाइम में हम प्रीलिम्स के ऊपर ही ध्यान दें, क्योंकि प्रीलिम्स इज ऑलमोस्ट आई मीन इट इज़ टोटली ऑब्जेक्टिव. तो जब प्रीलिम्स हम ऑब्जेक्टिव हमारा जब होता है, उसके बाद में फिर हम जब ऑब्जेक्टिव दे देते हैं, उसके बाद मेंस का जब टाइम है, ऑफ कोर्स वन हैज़ टू रीड for mains and then for the interview. So what I mean to say is that initially the strategy could be a balance between objective and subjective, that is a balance between pre and mains. और उसके बाद जब pre and mains का जब when we are nearing the time for prelims, then maybe we can discuss, we can focus more for prelims, that is the objective kind of a reading. एंड अभी जो बच्चे अभी एग्जाम्स में नियर फ्यूचर में अपेयर हो रहे हैं, सो आई वुड लाइक टू सजेस्ट टू देम दैट आपकी एक तो कंसेप्चुअल नॉलेज, कंसेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्लियर होनी चाहिए. सेकेंडली, यू शुड हैव रिपीटेड रिविजन्स. सो दैट रिपीटेड रिविजन्स इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मतलब आप बार बार उस सब्जेक्ट को रिवाइज करें, ताकि आपको जो याद है, जो आपको ध्यान में है, उसको आप अच्छे से रिप्रोड्यूस वहाँ पे कर पाएँ. सो दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. And unless and until you repeatedly revise your subject, you revise your topics, I don't think you will be able to kind of reproduce it in a proper manner, right?
Apart from that, there was one question that you are an alumna of Delhi University. So what major role you are playing in UPSC? Having a good university.
आपका नहीं समझ आया. No, I did not get your question. Voice is not clear.
Is it clear now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, now the question was that you are an alumna of Delhi University. So, like, what in your journey, like, आपको DU से कुछ इंस्पिरेशन मिली या क्या हेल्प मिली आपको अपने गोल को अचीव करने में? Like, was this very helpful?
I did 2 courses. Yeah, okay. I did 2 courses from Delhi University. So basically, I did my graduation in Commerce BCom Honors from Shri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University. और उसके बाद मैंने LLB भी किया Delhi University Faculty of Law से. सो यू नो मेरा सिविल सर्विसेज में मेरा आने का जो टर्निंग पॉइंट था, दैट वाज ड्यूरिंग माय थर्ड ईयर ऑफ ग्रेजुएशन. So when I was doing my graduation, I was in third year, I came across civil services as a platform through which one can, you know, impact the life of the common man, common people, and you can do a lot for the society. At that time, I was also doing my CS. तो CS का सेकेंड स्टेज था एंड आई वॉज डूइंग माई ग्रेजुएशन, थर्ड ईयर में थी मैं. उस टाइम में मेरे को सिविल सर्विसेज के बारे में मैंने पढ़ा और मैंने जो फैमिली में डिस्कस किया, तो माई फादर इनिशियली ही डिड नॉट अग्री, ही हैड मेनी एप्रीहेंशंस, बट उसके बाद में फिर you know when we discussed further, so he suggested कि since I was already doing CS, तो मैं CS complete करूँ और उसके बाद में I can also enroll for law. And after I you know simultaneously फिर मैंने यही किया कि after I completed graduation in 2003, 2004 में मैंने अपना CS complete किया, and 2004 से 2007 onwards I prepared for civil services. I was also doing law from Delhi University, Faculty of Law, and I was also working on a part-time basis as a company secretary. So these things were there, जो कि मेरी लाइफ में उन 3 से 4 सालों में simultaneously चली. And if you talk about Delhi University gives you lot of inspiration. You meet people from various parts of the country. बहुत सारे लोग अलग अलग जगह से उठ के आए होते हैं, बहुत स्ट्रगल्स भी करी होती हैं उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में, एंड मैनी आर स्टेइंग इन हॉस्टल. सो उन बच्चों से मिलके बहुत इंस्पिरेशन भी मिलती है, एंड यू फील दैट यू नो दे आर डूइंग लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स. यू ऑल्सो फील दैट you should do effort for your own self, for the society, for the people around. And for me, I mean Delhi University, my college, and law faculty, even CS, they have been kind of very much important in shaping my personality, in you know changing the way I have been seeing life, or maybe changing the orientation towards life since my you know school days. So that has been there has been lot of you know positive interventions during my graduation and even post graduation. Yeah.
Okay, one last question that because time is running, we will take one last question from the audience, and it is that how to make notes from newspaper and various books. What is your strategy? And also, like according to you, what path should one choose to make their dreams reality? And how can we do service for the nation like you?
You know there are two things which you asked. So the first thing is कि आपने पूछा कि notes कैसे बनाने हैं. So notes बनाने का तरीका is very individualistic. I mean you know some people you know like to have a group study, some people study individually, and जो भी notes आप बनाएं, I would only mention that they should be in form of a revision. I mean आप उनको देख के revision repeated कर पाओ. That should be the format for notes. Unless and until the notes are comprehensive and वो आपको enable करते हैं repeated revisions के लिए, till that time I think the notes are you know not important. और दूसरी बात ये है कि जो भी आप पढ़ रहे हैं वो आपके माइंड में आप रिकॉल कर पा रहे हो नहीं कर पा रहे हो, दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो फॉर दैट मैटर प्लीज़ हैव रिपीटेड रिविजन्स. प्लीज हैव रेगुलर ब्रेक्स इन बिटवीन. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव रेगुलर ब्रेक्स बिकॉज सिविल सर्विसेज की जो पढ़ाई है ये काफ़ी लॉन्ग स्ट्रेच पढ़ाई है. इट टेस्ट्स योर पेशेंस, it tests your stamina. So sometimes you know people tend to give up, but my only request, my only suggestion is that you know don't give up. And कभी भी आप demotivated होते हो तो आपको जो भी चीज़ अच्छी लगती है, you spend your time on hobbies, you meet your family, you meet your friends, talk to your parents, talk to your siblings, cousins. जो भी चीज़ अच्छी लगती है, या कुछ आपको हॉबी में कुछ एक्सरसाइज, योगा, मेडिटेशन, फॉर दैट मैटर एनी स्पोर्ट्स, और म्यूज़िक, टीवी देखना, पढ़ना, वो सब जो करना है अच्छा लगता है वो सब कीजिए. And the other aspect which you have you know asked me is that how one can bring change in the society. What is my experience? So you know whatever I have in my last say 14-15 years of service, including both public and private sector, usme I have only learned one thing, that if you get your people support, I mean जहाँ भी आप posted हैं, if your people around you support you and you are having a good team, so आपकी जो organization है उसमें you have a good team spirit and you are able to bring proper kind of then only you are able to bring proper kind of work culture established. And if you have good intention, people will support you, your team organization will support you, and definitely there would be lot many things which you as an individual, which you as a part of the institution, the part of the organization, you can do a lot for the area, for the subdivision, for the district, for the state and for the country. So what I mean to say is ki right intentions supported by people support, supported by your team, they go a long way in achieving what you want and also in achieving हमें जो नेशन के लिए, जो सोसाइटी के लिए करना है. Yeah.
Indeed, ma'am, your words of wisdom are surely going to inspire the youth and the people who are watching this session. And with this, I guess we come to an end of this session.
So, Aryan, only last thing I would just like to mention that since the topic was the barriers and the bias and the status of women in leadership, so I would like to mention, because हमारे साथ में most of the young people are connected. I believe कि most of the young brigade, the youth of India is connected. So जब हम women in leadership की या वो breaking the barriers and minimizing the bias against women की बात करते हैं, तो हमारी जो present generation है, जो present generation जो अभी स्कूल में पढ़ रही है, जो बच्चे कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे हैं, they are the future torch bearers of our country. We are all proud of कि India is the youngest country in the world. So when we are talking about the youngest country in the world, the youth is the asset of our country. The youth is the asset for the nation's development. So what I mean to say is that कि हमारे जो youth है, both male and female, they have this responsibility of bringing forth the girls, bringing forth the women at the forefront. उनके लिए एजुकेशन के लिए काम करें, उनकी फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस के लिए काम करें, और हम ये काम करें कि हमारी जितनी लड़कियां हैं हमारे घरों में, वो स्कूल ज़रूर जाएं, उनको बेसिक एजुकेशन से डिप्रिवेशन ना हो, उनकी न्यूट्रिशन के बारे में हम ध्यान दें, क्योंकि द परसेंटेज ऑफ अनीमिया, सो द डेफिशिएंसी इन विमेन, इन गर्ल्स, दैट इज़ इंक्रीजिंग टू एन एक्सटेंट. और साथ ही साथ में हम ये भी देखते हैं कि बिकॉज ऑफ सम रीजंस देयर इज़ अ ड्रॉप आउट ऑफ गर्ल्स एट क्लास 8, क्लास 9, क्लास 10. सो मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन की अगर हम बात करें, मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल जब एक ऑनसेट होता है किसी भी फीमेल की लाइफ में, व्हेन द रिप्रोडक्टिव साइकिल स्टार्ट्स, तो उस टाइम में भी कुछ ड्रॉप आउट्स होते हैं बिकॉज द स्कूल्स डोंट हैव एडिक्वेट सैनिटेशन फैसिलिटी और देयर आर सम काइंड ऑफ हेजिटेशन इन माइंड ऑफ द गर्ल्स. So lot of campaigns are being run from government, from the civil society also, for promoting menstrual hygiene, for breaking the taboos around menstruation, and lot of things are being done. So मेरी यही रिक्वेस्ट है हमारे यंग इंडिया से, यंग ब्रिगेड से, कि हम आपस में एक दूसरे का सपोर्ट करें. एंड जितना ज़रूरी एक मेल के लिए आगे जाना है सोसाइटी में, उतना ही ज़रूरी एक फीमेल के लिए भी आगे जाना है. एंड इफ अ फीमेल इज प्रोग्रेसिंग, देन डेफिनेटली द नेशन विल प्रोग्रेस. लॉट मेनी कोट्स आर देयर. आई कैन कोट कि डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम ने बोला, ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर जी ने बोला, स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने बोला, महात्मा गांधी जी ने बोला. सभी हमेशा विमेन इक्वालिटी एंड इक्वल राइट्स की बात करते हैं, रिड्यूसिंग जेंडर पैरिटी की बात करते हैं. लेकिन ये संभव तभी होगा जब हम खुद एक कॉन्शियस एफर्ट करें. बिकॉज सोसाइटी को चेंज होना है तो ईच इंडिविजुअल हैज़ टू चेंज द माइंडसेट. जो इंडिविजुअल है, उन सब इंडिविजुअल्स को मिला के ही सोसाइटी बनती है. तो अगर हम ये सोचें कि हमारे एक के करने से क्या होगा या क्या नहीं होगा, सो आई थिंक दैट इज़ रॉन्ग. वी शुड इनफैक्ट फील कि हम एक जो है हम ये करें तो डेफिनेटली इससे और 2 लोगों को इम्पैक्ट आएगा और 5 लोगों को इम्पैक्ट आएगा. And then this chain will move forward in a very positive kind of a direction. So this is my request to all the young people or the people out here, that we let us respect each other. जो हमारे यूथ में आजकल जो इश्यूज भी काफ़ी आ रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, बिकॉज ऑफ एक्सपोजर, वी आर सीइंग मोर केसेस फॉर ड्रग अब्यूज, illicit drug trafficking. So all this is happening, तो इसको भी हम इसमें इन सब का पार्ट ना बने. You utilize your positive energy for development of your own self, for development of the society around you. And in the end, I would like to just mention that Young India, dream and achieve. So dream एक acronym है जो मैं use करती हूँ. Dream is an acronym which I use, which stands for diligence, resilience, energy, ambition, and motivation. Diligence, resilience, energy, ambition, motivation. So if the youth out there, if the girls out there move with all these things in mind, so no power in this world can stop you from achieving what you want. And जो आप अचीव करना चाहते हैं लाइफ में वो ज़रूर आप अचीव करेंगे. And my best wishes to all of you who have joined us in the session today, या जो बाद में भी इस इंटरव्यू को भी देखेंगे उन सबको भी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. एंड आई रियली फील, जो आपने बीच में मेरे से एक सवाल पूछा था कि 10 years down the line how do I see the women. So 10 years down the line I see young girls and women manning all important positions in our society in India. कोई भी ऐसा फील्ड नहीं रहेगा जिसमें लड़कियां और महिलाएं आगे ना हों. This is how I foresee, and this would be possible by support of all of you out there. Yeah, thank you.
Indeed, ma'am, this is really wonderful. And when I see you, there's only some words which comes to my mind, and it is like, वाकिफ कहाँ ज़माना हमारी उड़ान से, वाकिफ कहाँ ज़माना हमारी उड़ान से, वो और थे जो हार गए आसमान. You are really a big inspiration
Very
for
nice.
us. You will still be inspiring us through your works in the coming future. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for being here with Jaspa.
Thank you so much. My best wishes. Best wishes to the team. Thank you so much.